Hello everybody, and this is Dr. Diamond, and my fucking thing is recording, and it says 13:23, so I gotta wrap this up quick. So, episode 5 of the Oblongs. This one's called Heroine Addict, whatever you want to say. So this one starts off with Beth, the little one, the little girl with the tumor. I think it's a tumor. The penis looking thing. Uh, Watching a show called Velva the something. I can't remember. I literally just got done watching it because that's what I'm gonna do now is watch an episode and then do the review, just so it's fresh in my mind. So she's watching a show called Velva, and it's about this tall woman kind of thing, kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe she's average height. I don't know. The heights in this show is kind of a little off for me. Anyways, so it's a show called Velva. The warrior. She's a warrior. She fights things and shit. And Beth she loves the show, and so she wants to get a doll. She wants her mom to buy her a Velva doll. But of course they can't because they're poor. So they find out, well, you can get Pickles is at a bar called the Rusty Bucket, which is the bar that she always drinks at, and the bartender, which has obvious implications that she is actually a he. Anyways, the bartender guy, wink wink. Anyways, I don't know where I'm trying to go. The bartender says, "Oh, hey, you can get a 5-minute shopping spree thing and get everything for free, like at the mall if you win. But you gotta. The trick is you gotta smoke until you do it. But knowing Pickles, she loves to smoke. So there's like a montage of Pickles and the family helping her just smoke until it gets the winner. Because the thing about this is, because Milo even asked, hey, I thought, can't you just, go through the packs and see, if you won? And she's like, no, it's in the filter. So you gotta, make sure that you actually smoke it all, you know? So she's smoking and smoking and smoking, and she finally won. And, oh, fuck, what happened? See, my memory is poor. And also, I was kind of doing something else while I was watching it, so I wasn't really paying too much attention. So, the shopping spree starts, and I think she fell or some shit, and, lost, the opportunity to, go on a shopping spree or some shit like that. So, when she's all sad, and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna quit smoking. So then she does, she quits smoking, and then she's at the bar, and she lights her finger on fire, thinking it's a cigarette, and then she's like, fuck this, I'm done drinking, and the bartender is like, no, honey, you can't. So she stops drinking and smoking, and she's got, a bunch of pent-up anger, so she accidentally punches Bob a couple times. She's like, oh my god, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And then she realizes, oh, she's at, a yoga kind of place, because Bob takes her there. And she accidentally punches a woman, knocks her out. And the instructor, this big black dude, is like, hey, excuse me, you know what? You could be good in, a woman, in, a fucking wrestling, or boxing, whatever it's called. But it's not really boxing, because it doesn't have the gloves, So she goes into, this rink with, a bunch of, guys, and she just fights them one by one. She wins every time. She's like, hell yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up, and she beats everybody up. And then, yeah, so she does that shit, and, I know, I literally just watched the episode, and I can't remember what happens. Plus, I gotta kind of hurry up, because I got, fucking 9 minutes. 8.5. Anyways, that's not important. what is important is I think like at some point like they say like, oh, Velva's coming to the mall, you know, and Beth is all excited. She's like, yay, I want to go to the mall, and then but then it goes to like a montage of like Pickles being like dangerous. You know, she's doing like Russian, well, not really Russian roulette, but like she's doing like the knife game. You know, like doing the knife game. You know, and then Milo's like, "Hey, you want to play Russian roulette?" And she's like, "How many bullets?" And then he's like, "One in every chamber." And she's like, "Hell yeah!" And then she goes out to the living room, and then like like her and her family and friends are just like, "Yeah, fucking, this is an intervention surprise." She's like, "What the fuck?" And then she's like, "Okay, I'll stop doing it." After I jump, ooh no, I forgot something else. She goes down like a big hill because she stopped a robbery. Okay, before all, forget what I just said. No, she stops a robbery because she's at a meat store and some guy like robs the store with some meat or like tries to get some meat. And she stops it, and then she stops another fucking crime, and then she goes to speak at the school. And then, you know, everybody's talking, and then the rich kids talk and say, "Oh, you're dumb." And then they're like, "Oh, yeah, fuck you," you know, that shit. And then the rich kid's like, "Oh, yeah? I bet you can't go down the biggest, most dangerous hill with the skateboard, like riding on a skateboard on your stomach." She's like, "Oh, yeah, I will." And then she does that, and she runs into like a store, like a place, and it blows up and fire everywhere, and everybody thought she's dead. She walks out just fine. She's like, "Fuck yeah!" And then that's when, you know, like the family's like, "You could have died. Like you need to stop this." And then that's when they do the whole like knife game and intervention and stopping and shit like that. And then she's like, "Yeah, I will." After I jump off the tallest building in the city, and they're like, "What?" And they're like, "No." And then fucking Beth is just getting off like a bus or something, and you know, to go to the mall to see Velva. And she runs in, and it cuts to this Velva, you know, talking to the news lady. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm Velva, whatever." And so she fucking does that shit. And then Beth is like, "Velva, can you help me? My mommy's gonna jump off the roof of like the tallest building in the city." And she's like, "Is the camera still rolling?" "Hell yeah, I'm gonna go and fucking do that shit." So then she runs off, you know, goes up to the tallest building. Pickles has got like, at least she's got like a parachute on. But she's about ready to jump, and then Bob is just like jumping. She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, no, don't do it." And then she's like, "Well, fuck you. I'm gonna do it anyways." And then, well, she's like, well, because he had to jump up like 72 flights of stairs. And she's like, "Why didn't you just take the elevator?" He's like, "Fucking elevator? God damn it." She's like, "Son of a bitch." So then, you know, the elevator arrives, and Velva and Beth step out with this, fucking, there's a crow behind them, too, like, falling. I guess, like, Velva's pet or some shit like that. God damn, why do I keep spitting? That was gross, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ugh. Anyways, that was fucking nasty, I'm sorry. Anyways, guys, so then Velva talks to Pickles about, like, "Hey, fucking don't do that shit, you know, you got children to worry about." And so she's like, "Yeah, you're right." And then the fucking crow picks up Beth by her, like, tumor, penis-looking tumor thing. And, fucking, like, takes her and she, like, drops her and shit. Because Pickles just, like jumps down and like saves her and punches the bird, and then she goes flying down, and then she's like, "Wee!" And then she like grabs her. There's the whole parachute thing, and then just like, "Yay!" And then they say, and then Pickle saves Beth. They land on the ground safe and sound, and then Bob and the family are down there like, promise you won't do that shit again. And then she's like, yeah, this is the last time. And then she has a heart-to-heart with Beth saying, you know, fucking when I almost lost you, I realized this is how you felt whenever I did something dangerous, so I'll stop, you know? It's a really good message. This show is really good about, like, messages, about, like, you know, family's important, this kind of thing is important, this other thing is not important, you know? Like in the last episode, it was about being popular is not important. And like this episode is, fucking don't do dangerous shit or you might lose your family. Because for an adult show like this, like a weird show like this, it does have pretty good messages. You know, about like, fucking don't do dangerous shit or you might die and lose your family and your family might be sad. Just because you decided to do something stupid, you know. So, you know, then Pickles is like, you know, fuck this, I'm gonna go back to drinking and smoking. And then she, you know, the family goes off and she does that kind of shit. So, anyways, how would I rate this episode? I would rate this an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed this episode a lot. Because, you know, just because of the message, you know? Like, family is important. Like, I'm a big family man. Not Family Guy. That's a different show. Oh boy, I should not. No, I was gonna say I should review fucking Family Guy, but no, that's not a. No, I'm not gonna do that. Because L.S. Mark, if you guys don't know him, he recently did like a review of every single Simpsons episode, and I'm like, how the fuck did this man do that? Anyways, so I like this at an 8 out of 10. Just because of the messages. You know, I like the messages that these episodes send. Like, don't do dangerous shit for your family, because, you know, you do something stupid and then you die and then your family's sad, you know. But anyways, guys, what did you guys think of this episode if you saw it in the comments below? Because I really enjoyed this episode. I enjoy this entire series, and it's crazy. We're very near halfway already. You know. Oh shit, it's telling me I got 1 minute left, but luckily I'm about ready to wrap up this episode. So anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like, comment, and please subscribe, because that would really help my channel out a lot. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.